back to another video. Today we're gonna be putting together the exhaust for the Accord. We're gonna be going 3-inch straight from the J pipe all the way back. There's gonna be no more 2.5 from the J pipe back and from the that's what I had before. I had a 2.5 from the J pipe to the axle back, 3-inch. So yeah, 3-inch. So now we're gonna be doing 3-inch all the way back. This is the current plan right now of how I'm gonna be doing my J pipe. Don't mind the welds. I'm not a professional, but I am making it work. I'm definitely not gonna be paying somebody else to do all this when I know I could do it. Even though I know I'm not the best welder, but we are gonna make it work. And right now I'm gonna mount these parts of the J pipe onto the car to make sure that I'm making this straight and where I want it. So we're gonna, well, first actually we gotta take out the bolts, the studs from the actual headers part of the J pipe. All right, so you see we have these studs right here. We have one right here that's stripped, and actually no, there's 2 of them that are stripped. So I'm just gonna replace all of them. We have this tool from Amazon. It's a stud extractor. Looks like it's gonna work good. See if I can do this one hand. No, I can't do this one hand. I'm gonna put this on and I'll show you. All right, so now we have this extractor on. Now what I'm gonna do is hold this part, or grab a wrench or something to hold this part, and I'm gonna tighten this part with the impact, so then this could be tightened. It's left to tighten this, not right, so which makes sense. You're gonna tighten this left, and that's how you're gonna make it more tighter. Once this is tight, then you're gonna get a 3/8 and put it in here. And then after you tighten this, then you should be good to take it out. So I'm gonna tighten this up and let's see how this goes. I'll update you in a second. Oh, damn, this thing came right off. Right off. All right, so it took me a second to understand this. My bad for the lighting. So when you're putting this on there to take this out, you're gonna hold this, and then you're gonna go lefty loosey the whole time. You're not going righty tighty. You're not going righty tighty anytime. You're gonna hold it on left to loosen it out. All right, so you're gonna hold this, hold it left, hold the impact down, and it's gonna start tying up against the stud. You're gonna continue to hold it down, then let go of this. Now it's gonna be holding the whole stud and spinning the whole stud out as one piece, like I did right here. So we got 2 more to do. We got the back out. They're not pretty. Let's just say that. Where is it at? They're not pretty. We cut them out, and we learned that these you can't hit out. These actually screw out. Also, don't mind this oil mess. This is from the revolve cover, mixed also with the cam seal stuff. The cam seal on the front of the engine. The solid motor mount that I also got for this. So we got a little bit of stuff to do. Yeah, let's at least take out these last 2 studs. It was actually really easy to take out the one stud. Way easier than I thought. I thought I was gonna have to get a nut and weld it and take this thing out. But no, also made it easier. So let's get out these 2 studs and I'll pick it right back up. All right, guys, so we got the last one out. This one was a pain. That thing's still hot. All right, so all of them were really easy to get to. This one was easy, that one was easy. This one was a pain because it's right against this subframe. So I had to, by myself, I had to get a big pry bar, pry against the motor to push it. I had to get a pry bar to pry against the motor for it to go this way, because I couldn't even take out the stud. It got to a certain point where it was just spinning, and then it stopped because it was literally sitting right against the sway bar. So simple, big pry bar, because I'm by myself. And then I pried it. I pried it against right here in the front, against this transmission, and then yeah, and then the more. And once I did that, it came right out like nothing. So So yeah, if you are replacing studs on a J series, maybe you'll need a buddy, or you need a hand, or a big pry bar to get to that first one over here. My bad for being a little shaky, down under the car. But yeah, right now we got all of the studs out. We got the rear studs out, all of them. We got all these studs out. So now it's time to replace them with new ones. All right, so we have the J pipe officially tacked up. Not perfect, I did burn a hole right there. Tacked up on this side, so I just gotta finish up tacking up the corners, weld it up, and should be good. Gotta buy some new gaskets, because the old gaskets that were inside of the Accord, or that were on the Accord, they're old, they're rusted out, and they're bad. So they're rusted out and bad, so we're gonna get some new ones. We're gonna tack this up right now, weld it up. Yeah, I'm gonna weld this up, and I'm probably gonna go buy the gaskets so I can at least mount this up, and then see where I'm gonna put my hangers at, then extend out this part of the exhaust. So little by little it's coming together. So yeah, let's weld this up and let's take it on the car. The J pipe all back on, weld it up, put new bolts on it. Bolts, so now we're not running those studs no more. So, and also the J pipe is facing up or straight rather than facing down. I mean, it's even with the body line of the car, so like with the tunnel. So that's much better. So let's give her a cold start. So soft. Let's see. Well, she definitely is loud, but one step forward. We have the J pipe all done on the Accord, so big step today. I got the studs done, and I got the J pipe all done together, welded up. Fabricated by me, built by me. So I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good saying that. Not a lot of people can say that they built it, and it's running good. Sounds good. No leaks, no nothing. So feels pretty good. Like I was showing you before, you could see the exhaust hanging like right there before. Now look, it's all there right in there. Almost even with the tunnel. Well, if anything, it's about even with the tunnel. That only red part you can see sticking out. So already much better. It's not sticking out no more, and that was embarrassing for me to drive the car. You literally could see the exhaust sticking almost on the floor. So like facing down. The cold start is to show you how it sounds. You know, you gotta turn it on when you take out most of your exhaust system. You gotta give it a nice start up always. So now we have it like this. I'm probably gonna call it a day for today, or I don't know. I'm probably gonna see at least how much 3-inch piping I need from there all the way to the back right here, for them to do the bends and stuff over there. But let's see how much we need at least. Well guys, we have right here two V-bands and a 3-inch flex pipe. It's gonna be good for the car since I took off the 2 flex pipes that go onto the J pipe, which that was the whole point of me doing all that. Well, that's what led me to actually cutting it apart and putting that glass pack on there and doing all that DIY. Because the 2 flex pipes that I bought from Amazon, like not even 2 months ago, they're already leaking, or like 3 months ago. So I got this one, a little bit better quality, with some V-bands. And we're gonna be putting this V-band. Well, this side would go on the J pipe right there. I like V-bands way better than the 3 bolts. I only need a 10mm and done. Instead of having 3 nuts and bolts, and then I need a socket and a wrench for both sides, which is a headache. So I'll keep it V-bands for now, I'm pretty happy with myself. I got this done. I got the J pipe done. So anything else I get done today, I'm already hyped. So yeah, we're gonna put this on. This is my valve for the. This is my exhaust valve. So yeah, we're gonna be having a open headers switch or full exhaust, which the full exhaust is gonna be the quiet mode. Ah, that's hot.
Ow! I burned my hand!
Exhaust is gonna be the quiet mode, and when I wanna go racing, well, we open it up and we go loud. I ended up just taking this out, looking at it. I think I'm gonna end up welding this up right now. At least to get this part done. If I get this part done, and I only gotta weld the back piece of the exhaust, I'll be more than happy. But wow, can we look at this? By the way, I got this for like $8 on Ola, the bidding app. Good app to buy some cheap stuff. Well, not cheap stuff, but use new stuff that's bidding for low numbers. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a V-band from this to this right here, and then from here it's gonna go up to the flex pipe right back there. And then yeah, we'll basically have open header mode, race car mode, when we go out, you know, racing or like that, or we'll go full exhaust mode, go quiet mode. So yeah, let's roll this up and let's see how it looks in the car. Alright guys, so we have the next piece for the exhaust of the cord. We're gonna be doing a 3-inch, well it's all 3-inch, but we're gonna be doing a valve system. So I could be running a full exhaust when I'm daily driving, or when I go racing, I could hit a button and I'll go open headers. Yeah, pretty much I got it all tacked up on this side and this side. Over there, I have it welded up pretty much and tacked up over there with jack stands. No lift, no nothing. If I could do it like this, then you can too. You don't need a lift to do any of this stuff. This is an Amazon stick welder that I paid like $80 for, $70 for. Then with sticks, you gotta buy your sticks. These sticks, these are like $8, $9, $10, I think the most. And some YouTube videos, and well, I'm not a welder or anything like that. I didn't go to school for nothing, but there are no leaks. They did look like they penetrated through. There's no leaks, and well, it looks good to me. Might not look good to you, but hey, it works for me, and I could say I built this, I did it, and to be honest, this feels way better than paying someone $300. Yeah, probably like $300-$400 at a muffler shop to do this job, than for me to do it, and for me to call all these parts individually and make it work, and for me to weld it. Feels really good. Like I said, I did this. I built this car. Alright, so I'm gonna finish welding up this piece right here and finish welding up that piece, and then we're gonna put this on the car and see what's the next step. Alright guys, so it's been a while since I picked up the camera, but we got most of the exhaust all done. We got the valve thing right here, 3-inch all the way to the back. We got it tucked up real close, so now the exhaust is not gonna be on the floor. As you can see, everything is, you know, perfect how it looks. It's how it looks like on the outside. But yeah, I like this exhaust. I like the exhaust tip. It makes it look real good. I like how it looks with the spoiler. I still gotta weld up this part over here to connect to this piece, which I gotta figure out how I'm gonna even do that. But yeah, I'm gonna figure that out, weld up this stuff, and I'll pick it up when I start it up, just so I'm not picking it up a lot and cutting between videos. Alright, that's how it looks like under the car. So I got it right here. Had to get a 90 right here with this 45-degree bend pipe that I had, and then to straight, to another 99 degree, straight. So it looks like under the car right there. Not perfect, but I did this myself. It looks pretty good. Way better than the first exhaust, and it's the best exhaust that I've ever done because this is actually piece by piece by piece. There was no pre-band, and all that stuff. All that's a separate piece. That's a separate piece, separate piece, separate piece, separate piece. Right there, move over there. So all that is custom. Should look good. It's just not really good when it's done. For now, I'm gonna tack it up and I'm gonna call it a night. And tomorrow we're gonna weld up everything and I will give you a cold start. Excited to see how this thing sounds. Looks pretty good.
Alright guys, first startup, BCJDM. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Like this, give it a little quick comment, you know, help out the channel grow. Get it out there to people. Oh yeah. Like, subscribe, follow Adventures on the Bus. Sounds pretty good. Sounds good for sure. Look at that sound. I say it sounds pretty good. Now before, and we're gonna. That's without the cutoff valve. With the cutoff valve now, hit it. Three-inch to the back. Go ahead, Brian. And now we're gonna do it with the cutoff valve exhaust. Do it again. Alright, what do you think about that?
Yeah, oh, I like it.
Yes, nice.
Pretty simple. You just plug it into a cigarette lighter, and that's it. That's all I did. I did it like this to test it, but pretty simple.
Nice, I like it.
Alright, this is a cold start with the valve open right here. Let's see how it starts. Sounds pretty good. Alright guys, so this is the end of today's video. If you like today's video, drop a like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Let me know what you think of the DIY exhaust that I built myself, piece by piece. I'm pretty proud to say that. The car is very quiet. Sorry for my voice, I'm a little sick. I really love this button right here. Driving it makes me feel like I can switch my moves during when I'm driving. Go slow, chilling, quiet. And when I see a nice loud car and we're trying to cruise or race or or just speed, I press the on button and I have it open headers,